Good morning, my YouTube baddies. How are you guys doing? Well, since we last left off, kind of forgot what we were doing. So let's check it out. Ah, yes. We're going to do the flowers. The flowers side quest. I'm going to avoid those at all costs. You know what they do. Oh, yeah. That one was not worth it. Thought it might be with how tough those things were. Great thing about having death and gelatin. Let's go back to the Frostbill City. See what? Leave us flowers. Yep, we got the toughest one. Now, I'll go here. You're one of the watchtowers. There it is. Fine Elflower. Oh, you mean just regular? You mean your average Joe Schmo guy can take on the normal monsters here? Gosh dang, that bridge is long. And finally, West Crossbill Highway. Or by the police academy. Police! I don't feel like it. Again. Not really worth it. No, I could have taken the bus to the midway point. I probably should have. Oh, we can take the bus back. Take the magic school bus back. I hate these things. Leave us flowers. Oh, the 3-color bouquets are usually saved for funeral services. Huh. Learn something new every day. Traditions must face reality eventually. Yeah, I guess that's true. We're going to put her up front because she is better at blocking. Now there's a way to get into the cathedral grounds via the start menu. Leave us. We're back, Mr. Quint. Faster than I expected. Did you get the flowers? Yes, please check to make sure we got the right ones. These are the ones? All right. Your efforts are much appreciated, Special Support Section. Just doing our job, sir. Man, getting all those flowers took way more work than I was expecting. Even Tally's had run out. What are the odds of that? Well, we still managed. Sir, may I ask you something? What is it? It's not particularly common to gather these 3 specific flowers except for funerals nowadays. What exactly did you need them for? You're right. There's no funeral at the moment. Well, since you helped me pick them, come with me and we'll place them together. You'll get your answer afterwards. What is he talking about? Needs me? Guess we'll see when we get there. Here lies Sire McLean. McLean. Could this be Arius's wife? On to the next one. Here lies. This one's seen better days. Can't even make out whose name is on it. Perhaps the gravekeeper knows. Here's the last one. Here lies Guy Bannings. Is this who I think it is? Lloyd's other brother. The reason I asked you to gather those 3 flowers is pretty simple. I wanted to give them to Guy Bannings and to the families of those who are precious to him. It's only natural to want to show respect to one's closest friends, right? Sir, did you know Guy Bannings? That's right. Doubt I could forget him even if I tried. Back when he was alive, he often came to visit me at my camp. We shared drinks and stories till the sun rose. I have any family left, you see, so I can't tell you how many times this company saved this old man. I had no idea. I'm starting to understand the nature of this support request. When it came time for his funeral, I felt like I was torn to shreds. Your name was Lloyd, right? So you must be Guy's younger brother. You know who I am? I remember first catching a glimpse of you at your brother's funeral. And once I saw that picture of you in the Crossbell Times 4 months ago, it jogged my memory. Yeah, our faces aren't anything alike, but I'm starting to see the resemblance. Haha, I don't think I'm anywhere near him yet. When it comes to being a detective, though. Lloyd. Actually, there's another reason why I submitted such an annoying job to the SSS. I need to ascertain firsthand whether you 4, Guy's successors, have grown any. And do we make the grade? Well, you finished the job, so that's something. However, you're still rough around the edges. Damn, bit harsh, don't you think? Ho ho ho! That said, I think the special sports section has a bright future ahead. There's a chance you all catch up to, or maybe even overtake Guy one day. When that happens, come back here and pay me a visit. We'll share some drinks, the same as I did with Guy. Alright, looking forward to it. Your older brother lives on through a lot of people, doesn't he? I agree. Through me as well. Catching up to a guy that's talented ain't the easiest thing in the world. It's going to take quite a while, I bet. Honestly, that goal might end up being a bigger barrier than taking down the Mafia or Crossbell's corruption, you know? Yeah, you said it. And yet, I will surpass him someday. I have to. It's like I've talked your ears off. Time to head back inside. Thanks to you, I was able to pay my respects to my dear friends. I can't thank you enough for that. If something ever comes up, I'll make sure to contact you again. We'll be waiting. Goodbye, sir. Okay. Well, worth a shot. Now it's time to go. To HQ. Thanks for the reports, everyone. If you finish some support requests, please let me know. And just check. Everything's reported. I'll just check back here. I did chapter 13 of that. Getting a new dog. There's one more hidden quest. Did I already do it? No, I did not. Melda is using a communication device installed beneath the counter. What? Don't joke with me, you old fool. I had a buyer lined up for ages. It's ready, isn't it? Send it here immediately. Do I make myself clear? Damn it! That geezer hung up on me. Good morning, man. Do you need us to help with anything? Ah, it's just you four. Yes, actually, you see, I think this stubborn old kook I know has finally gone senile. Yeah. Oh, I understand. Adios must have sent me. You four to assist me. Yes, oh yes, you will work wonderfully. Come again? I got a bad feeling about this. No feeling? No, it is a certainty. Are you free now by any chance? You are? Splendid! No, wait, we actually have somewhere to be. Oh, I'm sure you do. But it's not for anything urgent, huh? After all, you had time to stop by here. Okay, you got me. Would I be correct to assume you have a job for us, Imelda? Sharp girl, not that I would expect anything less from old McDowell's granddaughter. Yeah. I do, in fact, have something for you to do. Needless to say, it would make it worth your while. That's not the part I'm worried about. Oh, fine then. At least hear what you have to have in mind for us. Yeah. Let's get down to it. All I need you to do is pick up a doll and deliver it to me. A doll? What that do you mean? I do, from Rosenberg Studio. You'll find it on the outskirts of the Northern Mountain Path. Naturally, it's no fake like that. One of the Schwarze auction. It's a genuine Rosenberg doll, one of his newest ones, in fact, and it's in absolute mint condition. Whoa, back it up. Some things go for tens of thousands of mira. A single Rosenberg doll is worth the average Crossbalian's entire annual income. Yes, well, I've contracted as a studio sales agent. My problem is the Meister is an old fool who despises any human interaction. Went to get great lengths to find a buyer for his latest doll, and he has the nerve to start complaining now? Well, I'm sure if we can solve that exact problem, we should be able to bring back the doll for you. I'm curious about one thing, though. Why is the Meister suddenly against selling it? Ah, well, the buyer's slightly problematic. He told he's an infamous broker that always resells rare works of art at exorbitantly high prices. I can only assume that the old kid is put off by that. As the artist, I can hardly blame him. I don't know, guys. This one might be out of our league. Excuse me? Goodness, you youngsters these days are so unbelievably lazy. Come now, I'm paying for your help. I have no doubt you can change the man's callus art and safely retrieve it all. Well. Rosenberg Studio, eh? I guess I'm a bit curious about Ren. Might be some kind of connection there with Kia as well. Can't promise that we'll get the job done, since we have other things to take care of, but if you're okay with that, we accept. Fine. I suppose that'll have to do. Well, and I leave this case in your hands, dearies. Try not to disappoint. Yep. Okay. Well, I always hit this monster. No matter what happens. Gosh dang it, Meister. Georg? This place seems as deserted as usual. How odd, it sounded like Imelda was in contact with someone here. Not sure. The red street. Oh, yeah, faint. I detect a presence coming from within the building. As to where it is, human or not, I am not sure, but it's definitely there. Huh, so not even you could tell it, you. Hey, Lloyd. What if Stella and Joshua told us about the society is legit, then? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. The whole studio must be connected to it in some way or another. Yep, looking like it. Well, I guess it is possible. Honestly, I didn't take it that seriously at first, given the absurdity of the story, but considering everything that happened with Ren, it's starting to sound more feasible. So that's what's going on here. Your young police squad Ren was telling me about, huh? Who's there? Where's that voice coming from? You're sent here by Imelda, I presume. You're out of luck, though. My works aren't mere second-rate antiques to be handled and pawned off by a broker like her. Leave at once. Sir, please. Why you put like that? What's a guy supposed to do? He makes a fair point. Still, suppose you did make it a long trip to get here. Turning away at the door would no doubt be unsatisfactory. Besides, I owe you a debt for all you did for Ren, so I'll give you one chance. A chance? What do you mean? What I mean is that I'd like to test the extent of your strength. The gate is unlocked. If you wish, open it and enter. However, are you prepared? Should we go inside? They said something's about to happen when we open that gate. Don't tell me you sent out a bunch of booby traps for us. Perhaps it's something even nastier. Yes, it is something nastier. Something that at this point in the story I might have a bit of trouble with. Look out! Are those angels and monsters? For real, old man? This is your freaking test? Brace yourselves. They're coming. Oh. These won't be so bad. Let's focus on one. Alright. Let's do Spark down. Craft. Beans amber. Oh. Heck. Oh. That's why. Okay. So that's how you did that. That was not worth it. Really? That's why normal monsters. Those springs and gears? Dolls, I presume. Dolls? What kind of dolls have you been playing with? It looks like you aren't too far entirely useless, then. Sir? Wipe away the shock. I'm Jorg, owner of the Rosenberg Doll Studio. You four are the brats of the CPD Special Support Section, I presume. Alright, yes, sir. Did Ren tell you about us? No, I don't need to hear it from her. I may be a recluse, but that kind of information gets around. Still not too keen about handing this over to Amilla, but a promise is a promise. Here. Thank you, sir. I was not expecting you to hand it over this quickly, considering your objection earlier. Ha. Every doll has its own destiny. But this doll has to pass through the hands of a boorish broker before it finds itself where it truly belongs. So same as you people, each and every one of you, our destinies lies in the hands of the goddess. Wise words. Things do make a bit more sense when you phrase it like that. Wait just a second. That deal with those angels and monsters you had us fight? Does this mean that Ren really is part of the society? Detective Banks, do you really have the time to be worrying about things like that? Huh? I'm a humble doll maker, nothing more, nothing less. You're attempting to confront the many illnesses plaguing this land. However, you will find it impossible to find a cure for all of them. And despite all that, I hear that you intend to gaze into the bottomless abyss. The same goes for Ren. Her destiny is not directly entwined with yours. Before you wear yourselves with Ren, isn't there someone else who should be taking the priority? Ah. You mean Kia, right? Lloyd found her in a suitcase that was meant to contain one of your dolls, but it appears you already knew that. You know something about Keto? Now's the time to spill the beans. Did you forget what I just told you? Every doll has its own destiny. It's quite possible that it'll all owe some trace of fate. Life took root in one of my creations and it became human. Come again? What are you even trying to say? To be clear, no dolls with her characteristics have ever been crafted by these hands of mine as far as I can recall. The entire incident was likely someone appropriating the Rosenberg name. Phew. That was in bad taste, sir. So you really don't know anything about Kia? At the very least, I am not aware how she became involved in that auction. I assume neither is Ren. Ah, well then. Damn, here I was hoping that you'd have some kind of clue for us. That reminds me, is Ren inside? No, she just left actually. She's quite a fickle child. You'll be wasting your time and try to catch her here. Wait. I have no more to say to you for. Go and take the doll to Imelda, and tell her to deposit the mirror in the usual account. I kind of wish that they had put like a chest in here, just so like you could see it from the outside, and you would be wondering how the hell is chest coming in. Society of Ouroboros, eh? I don't know if the old man is a part of it, but one thing's for certain. Yeah, those guys are anything but. Even the Epstein Foundation is still incapable of creating things of that nature. Liberal ZCF has only just begun their research into them. The Rosenberg studio is becoming more and more mysterious with every visit. It's maybe too much for us to handle at this point in time. And you might be right there. Well, we still have a job to do. Let's take this doll back to the antique shop. I'm sure Imelda is waiting for us. Sounds good. I'm just glad I didn't max out the rest of my... Somehow... was able to avoid all of the things. Let's see. Now it's time to finish off day 4. Oh. Yes. Is that drunk what I think it is? Is that drunk what I think it is? That's right. George agreed to leave it with us. Would you like to confirm its contents? Yeah. Sweet Adios, it really is that nuts new doll. I cannot fathom how you convince him, but bravo. Not sure if we convinced him or if he was just impressed by our raw stubbornness. Either way, it is a marvelous doll, isn't it? I've seen one before at a friend's place, but this one truly is a masterpiece. Craftsmanship takes one's breath away. I'm inclined to agree, they're remarkable. I was expecting to be about the same size as Keela. That sweet little girl you brought before, eh? Many Rosenberg dolls that are about her height, yeah. York's seldom makes them now, so you'll never see them on the market. That's also why they're said to fetch such outrageous prices at the auction. Perhaps soldier dolls are more their size. For example, I remember Belle's beautiful. Oh, crushing, Imelda. You aware of the other dolls Rosenberg Studios made? Other dolls? Whatever do you mean? Well, giant dolls that can move on their own. Bring any dolls? Specifically one that looks like an angel, or another one with a big face. Are you perhaps talking about the automata? The automata. Anything? I'd say they're actually a specialty. But I've heard their movements have become even more precise since he started incorporating orbital technology. You know about them? You didn't? Even RKCL uses them on stage from time to time. I believe the soldier with a spear in their latest production was an automaton. What? You mean the one that was twirling that spear around like it was nothing? Never would have guessed. Not in a million years. Well, surprise. The troops sent an entire order of the complex stage props too. Everything from the lighting apparatus to the water control to the wire flying system was entirely York's handiwork. I suppose it's still far from being public knowledge now. Well, my mind's blown. I will admit that although the stage was incorporating impressive tech, does that mean those angels and monsters function similar? What's to say? Oh, the kid's full of mysteries. Not to mention stubborn to the bone and hates just about everyone he meets. As long as he puts out a new product every so often, lets me dip in the profit, I don't have any complaints. Anyway, you certainly didn't disappoint, dearies. You'd be the first on my list to call if I ever need a hand again. If you insist. Well then, if you'll excuse us. Well... now... it's time to go to sleep by time. So we're full up. That thing has everything. Still haven't gotten the... Oh, I did get everything from Lloyd's room. Automatons. Now I gotta go to... Alright, we have to check and see if Dr. Gunther has Has any time to meet with us? Yes. Should probably talk to the receptionist about that. So we didn't play hooky Leo Vision again. I would not be surprised if that were the case. I came to visit my boyfriend today. We were calling a bit of a delinquent. I just hope he doesn't cause the other patients too many problems. The patient that carried to the ICU will be okay. Who does he think he is playing games with Viper's leaders? Dino, when I come back, you're gonna have hell to pay. So like Dino's Spumoni. I'm in the middle of studying for our next exam. Please leave me alone. The exam is still quite far away, but it's always best to start preparing early. Word is that the patient who was carried into the hospital this morning has a gunshot wound. Oh dear, I hope the hospital didn't get caught up in anything dangerous because of all this. Let's see. Yep. Hello there, everyone. Are you here to visit Cecile? Oh, no, not today. Here to meet with Dr. Gunther again. Does he happen to be available? Let me check. Well, Dr. Gunther, I see you picked up the phone today. You have some visitors if you have some free time to it. Oh, bad timing. Do you have some examination or research to do? I see what's going on here. I need to go fishing, are we? I think not. You're on the clock, so you need to do your job. Got it? Same as always. Though he's exceptional in his field, his dedication seems lacking. Yes, it's Detective Bangs from the Special Sports Center. Yes, I understand. Should I have them meet you in your laboratory then? Well, Dr. Gunther will see you now. Get up to the research ward, please. Oh, thanks. Looks like we threw a wrench in his plans. But first, apparently there's an event I can do. Talking to Officer Kate. Hey, what are you doing here? I thought it is rare for our uniformed members of the CPD to assign duties to take them outside the city. Oh, I was just escorting some people here. You see, there's a few members of Hayway recovering at our St. Ursula house. I question them. I was put in charge of driving them here with one of the police cars. I don't think the department knows how bad of a driver I am. Gotcha. What matters is that you made it. Thanks, but Hayway, they're one of the mafias, right? I don't know much about them at all. Second Division are taking their time with the questioning. Last time I checked, it was already past noon. Hope all those Hayway guys aren't giving them a hard time. Hospitals bringing in a lot of scary looking guys. Can't say I was expecting that when I woke up today. Something happened in the city. Now, I can go upstairs. First, we'll talk. My girlfriend's stopping by to visit. Told her she didn't have to, but she absolutely insisted. I talked to her about embarrassing, right? That new guy apparently got banged up bad during the fight. Don't know how I feel about sharing a room with what could be some rough and tough thug. Damn police are pests as always. Can Ask me whatever questions they like. Still won't get anything out of me. I look so worse for wear. Still a patient, am I not? Can afford to show a little consideration toward a man on the mend. Hey, Wiggins. Aren't they cute? I had a story lined up beforehand. Like the whole 9 hours. Second Division looking into the attack on Hayway? Yep. Request came straight from the First Division. They asked if we could get statements from those hospitalized and see if we can dig out. It's not like these guys are all around on Hayway. Their lips are sealed. Those First Division guys really pissed me off sometimes. They knew we'd be attack squad. Were they taken advantage of because the First Division didn't go to the formality of taking statements? That's rough. As the Second Division's got its own trials and tribulations to deal with. I've been holding out since this morning, hoping we get even a scrap, but I think it's time we pack it up. Anyways, guys are tough customers. Our tough customers, I'll give them that. First time I've interacted with them, but they're clearly well trained and loyal to a fault, even in the lower ranks. Thankfully, the patient that was carried in today only suffered minor injuries. As of now, you should be sleeping in room 201. The bed sheets used at St. Ursula were bought with from Mr. Hayworth, the local trader. And I, being the intelligent person I am, decided to put Cerrone in charge of ordering more. Told her to buy 50 sheets. She bought 500. 500. You hear me? 500! Hideous, Mr. Hayworth noticed something was off and notified the hospital. Now what am I going to do with that girl? The entire hospital has been awfully hectic ever since this morning. It seems to finally be settling down now. All things considered, I'm just thankful that the man brought in is in a stable condition. I just got a phone call from my mother-in-law, saying that she's bringing my son to come pay me a visit. Oh, Adios, what do I do? She's gone to such great lengths to accommodate for me. I'm here, I don't know how to begin to repay him. Oh my, there's so many people here today. So are you here to visit? I just had my appendectomy this morning, and the goddess wasn't horrible. It hurts. I'm hungry, and I want to sleep, but I don't want to do anything either. The appendix! Tell me. I'm fine, it's just a little fit. Mrs. C was supposed to come check on me later, so I'll be okay. I was a hideout in the hospital until the storm blew over. Though I don't, I have another one waiting to be here. One by the name of Martha. It's just my luck that I'd be assigned that bullish nurse, administrator of all people. His place has become quite hostile. Oh, hello everyone. Thank you so much for yesterday. Huh. There's nothing besides. We got something out of it too. Someone looks happy. Me. Well, I get to visit the city tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. Fellow told me that he would be able to take a break from work. Basic user managed to get a day off from the guild, huh? So happy for you, Shizuki. I can give him the present you made yesterday. That's my plan. Oh, and if it's okay with you, do you mind if I came and played with Kia? Of course you can. You're always free to stop by. We have work to do, but the Chief and Kia should be at the SSS building. I can already picture Kia's smiling face when you arrive. Thank you. I'll be sure to dress up when I leave tomorrow then. Oh, I'm so glad. This must be the happiest I've ever seen Shizuku since her time here. I know I'd have just as bright of a smile on my face if you told me I was going to get to spend some time with Ilya. Shizuku isn't able to get away from the hospital very much, so I hope her day out is packed full of fun for her. Yep. Excuse us. Welcome, everyone. How very nice of you to visit. I'm sorry to show up out of the blue like this. I apologize for getting in the way of your hobby, Doctor. It's fine. Noon is the ideal time to catch Nulcar. But if duty calls, duty calls. Trust me, I'm not going to hold a grudge against you over this or anything. Says that, but I feel like he resents us with every fire over his game. Fishing nut through and through. Well, putting on my better regrets, what brings you in here today? I assume you're here to discuss Kia's condition, but I see she's not with you. Actually, it's about something else. She's the same as usual, though. Has been any improvement with her memories? I see. Personally, I still think you should have her hospitalized. About that, we tried to suggest her a few more times, but she just won't have it. Sorry, I know she won't get anywhere closer to solving a problem like this. It's okay. There's no point in rushing things after all. Just keep it in mind. So what's the other matter? I assume it has something to do with my fields of expertise. That's exactly right. Mind taking a look at this drug for us? Oh? These pills. Such a vibrant blue. No coloring agent I've ever heard of would be able to produce this. Found these pills among the possessions of a certain individual. You suspect they're illegal drugs. I see. Please, would you fill me in on the rest of the details? Okay, I think I understand now. So, Dr. Günther, you know anything about these pills? Or they might have been developed, maybe? I'm sorry to say, but I haven't seen this type of drug before. As a pharmacologist, I have contacts in every pharmaceutical country in this union. I typically receive samples of all newly developed medicine. I've never seen a pill of this coloration. Ah, that's a shame. What's more, the effects of these pills are particularly interesting. A boost in strength, focus, reflexes, judgment, and even intuition. Managed to improve every single one of those attributes. I haven't been able to confirm whether or not the Mavi has been taking these drugs. I have really confirmed case so far. Nothing is truly substantial. Mr. Grimwood's room we're at. Either way, I can tell you right now that this is no ordinary drug. How about this? Allow me to keep 3 days of this. I can conduct a composition analysis right away. That would be great. You know how long it would take for the analysis to finish? Well, I have the medicine on me. I have a general idea of its effects. I'd like to think I'd have a composition figured out by the end of the day. And if I'm not able to do that, this may take a considerable amount of time. I see. I can contact you tomorrow around noon. Let you know how it's going. Would that be okay? Perfect. Thanks for your assistance with all this, Dr. Günther. It's a big relief knowing you're helping us. By the way, do you think there's any possible side effects or toxicity? Without further analysis, I cannot say for sure, but if anything happens to that minor, call me as soon as possible. Do the same if you have any others who have taken these pills. We can do that. Man, who knows just how fast it's spread throughout Crossbow. There are rumors popping up about it all over the city. Of course, it is impossible for us to question Ravash about this, but our members truly are taking it. I am concerned about the side effects. Yeah, likewise. Doctor? Are you worried about the side effects too? No, that's not it. All those talking rumors, I was reminded of what I heard recently. You too? What kind of rumor? Haha, okay. Remember how this was ever officially confirmed or explained. Several years back, there was an odd rumor that floated around the pharmaceutical industry. Talked about a certain religious cult that had created a new type of drug. A religious cult? You mean there were a set of radicals who split off from the Septine Church? No, there was something even worse than that. Apparently, they rejected the very existence of Adios, worshipped devils instead. At least that's what I heard. Worship devils? Story sounds more and more suspicious by the second. Haha, I definitely thought it was absurd. I can't help but recall the effects of the medicine they allegedly created. Said that they borrowed the power of devils to unlock the hidden potential within humans, even bringing the user good luck. That sounds like saying a Vegas' ace spells. Excuse me, Dr. Gunther. You know the name of that drug? Let's see, what was it again? Alright, I remember now. They called it True Wisdom. Gnosis. What's the rumor goes? Gnosis. It's quite the thought-provoking name. Well, because of the absurdity, the story became somewhat of an urban myth. I've heard rumors of this secret society that was connected to that big incident in Liberal last year, right? Maybe the two could be connected somehow. It must be the society that Estelle and Joshua told us about. It could possibly have any ties to a devil-worshipping cult. Anyway, in order to uncover the truth behind those pills, I plan to contact some colleagues of mine to help with this analysis. While I do that, I'll also try looking into that rumor to see if it still has any merit. We appreciate that. Drug that borrows the powers of devils. Tia knows something. Can't say I was expecting to hear a story like that when I walked in. Anyway, for now, we should just treat the doctor with the composition. I agree. We should return to Crossbell City before it gets dark. Also, the first division's investigations report might be waiting for us by the time we get back. Oh boy. Can't wait to spend all evening reading over mountain papers. Oh. Oh, this is the... I'll go in here. My father will be visiting tomorrow, so I'm going to head to bed early today. I'm so excited I don't even know how I'll be able to fall asleep. Why they put 3 at the top, I don't know. Man that was rushed in here is resting in the room next to the ICU. His injuries, luckily, weren't life-threatening. And so the doctors say he may even be able to walk again to go on. I heard this great dad joke concerning the ICU. And I will reference it now. Yeah, he must have been injured in a peekaboo incident. Yeah. Got transported to the ICU. I'm on shift today. This will be a nurse. We have to take care of both our patients and ourselves. Attacks from a few months ago. I ended up getting my ship extended, so I've been a bit of a ghost. Looks like we both have a rough. Well, it's already getting late. Better grab a bus instead of walking back. How you mean here? Thank goodness for this bus service, boss. I don't know what we do with that. Tio. What's the matter, Tio Tot? You're awfully quiet for a bit now. I am fine. Tio. Sun makes it hard to see, but your face is so pale. What? I told you, I'm fine. I just feel a bit unwell, that's all. Oh, no. Feeling unwell means you're not fine. Gotta be someplace to rest around. Ah. Tio. Oh, no. I'll go get a doctor. Hurry. It's just her anemia acting up, thank goodness. After a bit of rest, she should wake up as good as new. That's good news, at least. What a relief. You said it. For a second there, I was getting pretty worried. Still, I'm sorry we could put her in a normal hospital bed. Mine was the only one available. Fortunately, every room we have in the hospital is occupied right now. That's alright. I'm sure your room will be more than enough to help Tio recover. Cecile, thank you so very much. Don't mention it, Ellie. I have to work the night shift tonight, so it's perfectly fine if she wants to rest here till tomorrow morning. But I'll be gone now. Thanks, Cecile. I really appreciate the help. Gee, if only we'd noticed soon. Now thinking about it, she first started to look a little sick during our conversation with Dr. Gunther. If I remember correctly. It was when he started telling us about that drug those devil worshippers made. I'm fine, you know. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Tia, you're awake? I'm so glad. You had us worried, you know? Please, there's no need to be. Given that you are involved in this ongoing drug investigation, I know it's your duty to ask me. Not everything I know, I mean. Listen to you. You really think that would push you to share something you're really uncomfortable talking about? Huh? Well, the investigation is definitely important. These are two separate matters. You're more to us than just a colleague. Above all else, you're an irreplaceable friend to you. Everyone's got some bits of their past they'd rather not talk about. I guess mine kind of ended up getting out anyways. We really don't want to talk about it. What you know, Tio Tot. And we'll do everything we can to support that decision. Ellie, Randy. That's how we all feel, Tio. If you ever decide you want to tell us about the things you've kept hidden, talking about them with us will help ease your burden, even a little. I know all of us would be happy to help shoulder it for you. Lord. Constantly amazed by how embarrassing things you say when you get into one of your speeches. Not just you, but Ellie and Randy too. Its cheesiness must be rolling off on you. Ha, yeah, think you got us there. Yeah, we've been spending way too much time listening to Lloyd. Yeah, laughing off. Hehe. Already told Lloyd a part of the story, but let me explain for him. When I was 5 years old, I was kidnapped and held captive by a cult of religious fanatics. No. Damn. The cult's objective in doing so is still unknown, but one thing is clear. They're attempting to attain something by rejecting the goddess and worshipping devils. I think they saw me and the other captive children as offerings. Nothing more, nothing less. Simply means to obtain whatever they wanted. Offerings? Yes, I call them offerings because sacrifices wouldn't exactly. Though I suppose it's possible the term could apply to some of the children. The cult had several lodges, and each one was experimenting with different rituals. As for the lodge I was taken to, their rituals primarily involved various kinds of human experimentation. Human experimentation? That's why you got those enhanced senses of yours. Precisely. Sensors were attached to me, our entire bodies. We were pumped full of drugs. Attempted to enhance our five senses using any method imaginable. Even tried enhancing their sensitivity to supernatural phenomena by applying psychological stress and hypnosis. 3 long years, that was my life, day in, day out. That can't be. Despite all that, I was one of the lucky ones. None of the children could withstand the procedures except for me. One by one, they began to disappear. And it was at that moment when I became the last child remaining that I gained this power. My hearing became keen enough that even through a massive rock wall separated, I could hear the others' final cries as though I was right there in the room with them. Tio. Those monsters. Then something happened. Lloyd's brother Guy broke into the lodge. The team accompanying Guy was able to neutralize the cult followers, dismantle the lodge's operation. Resistance was strong, but the moment the lodge fell, most of the cultists committed suicide. Guy passed by countless bodies littering the ground until he finally reached the ceremony chamber. And there he found me, the only surviving child. By the time Guy found me, I was wasting away. So weak, I was near death myself. I was quickly brought to this hospital and spent several months recuperating here. What happened after that, I've already told Lloyd about. And that's what's really happened. Tio, and in a cruel twist of fate, I was grateful to Guy for saving me from that place. I heard that he passed away 3 years ago. I didn't feel much of anything. As if the exchange for this power, I had my emotions stripped away. That's how it felt to me, at least. Tio. But I think back then I actually wanted to ask him something. I wanted to ask a strong, impossibly optimistic person like Guy. How exactly should a broken person like me live? In that end, though, I missed my chance to ask. I ended up being recruited by the Epstein Foundation. After that, I joined the special sports section. Began to live with all of you. But even now, I still haven't figured out the answer. How should I live my life? And why? Why did I survive? Why am I here? Tio! You don't have to worry about that. It's okay to not know the answers. Everyone struggles with those very same questions. What? Why are we here? How should we live our lives? There aren't many people out there who have the answers for those questions, Tio. Me, Ellie, Randy, we're all lost, same as you. And now I definitely lost my way for a bit, that's for sure. Still, Tio taught there's no need to rush to find an answer to those questions. Got our entire lives to figure stuff like that out. But can't help but wonder what the answers are. All you need to do is keep searching for them. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. We can search for the answers together. Of course, that includes me, Randy, the chief, Kia, and Light. We're all here for you. I hope you find the answers you're looking for. I knew it. Lloyd really has rubbed off. Lloyd really has rubbed off on you two. You're all making such cheesy speeches now. Why are you like this? Well, we don't really have a say in the matter, you know? When we joined the SSS, we were fated to fall victims to Lloyd's sappiness. Andy's right. We're a team. We share what we feel, even if it is embarrassing. I don't really get why this is my fault, but I don't really agree with Ellie's last point. We share everything. Embarrassment, our past pains, and of course our smiles and happiness as well. That is what it means to be a team, right? Stop. Your savvy feelings are smothering me. I don't know how much more I can take. but for some reason, it's not a bad feeling. Aw. Damn it. That name again. Gnosis. Chief, it's about time you tell us. Please tell us what my brother was involved with 6 years ago. And about the cult that kidnapped you. Please, you must be aware of everything that happened. I had a feeling you knew what was up with Theo Todd from the start. Of course, I know about the cult. Back when they were at the height of their power, it was Guy and I who tracked it down and took out one of their lodges. You did? Chief, you were my brothers. Yeah, I was Guy's superior officer. Guess even then, I was a bit of an oddball in that force. So one day I ended up with 2 unconventional rookies signed to serve under me. When I'm being your brother, Guy was impulsive, a bit reckless too. He was a damn great detective. The rookie was like night and day in terms of personality. 2 of them make a hell of a team. Who exactly was this other rookie? Don't tell me it was that Deadly guy from the first division. Nah, Deadly was hired straight into the first division. The guy was practically born for that division. As for the Echo, I bet you've heard of him somewhere before. His name is Arius McLean. What? He's part of the police? He was. But he traded the police badge in for the Bracers Gauntlet some years back. Heck, probably one of the reasons the police here in Crossbell has such a rocky relationship with the guild. Didn't see that coming. So my brother and Arya was supposed to join the force at the same time. Yeah. Though Arius was a couple of years older than Guy. And it showed. Arius was always a bit more mature. He's already a family man with wife and daughter at the time. Guy, on the other hand, he was as bright-eyed as he was foolish. A wild card who's always rushing off to help people. I think their main differences were the reason they got along so well. A little less than 2 years after joining the force, those 2 were already being held as the CPD's rising stars. Considering what we know about their skills, I can definitely believe that. Exactly. To be honest, I was damn proud of those. After all, not many people get the chance to mentor 2 fine young rookies like them. The squad was able to accomplish a lot in the time we were here. Point where the higher-ups decided to have a joint investigation of a crucial, uncertain international case to us, rather than the first division. Joint investigation, international case. What are you talking about? Yeah, it was about the cult. DG. That's their official name. Written out with a therefore sign in the middle. D therefore G. Heck's a therefore sign. 3 dots in a range and a triangle. It's a symbol used in mathematical proofs and logical arguments. What exactly does the G and G stand? Never figured out the entire role, but we did discover what the meaning of the G is. It stands for gnosis. Drug. Dr. Gunzer tells us. One road to use borrowed from Devil. Can't be a coincidence. It's already been 6 years since that whole mess. The Zealots have left a lot of mysteries, but I know one thing for sure. In my decades of the service in the Force, this group are the most disgusting pieces of shit I've ever had the displeasure to encounter. Bastards use those kids they kidnapped as sacrifices at their lodges. Well, in the abduction case Mr. Grimwood mentioned yesterday, it was the DG cult. They had more than 10 active lodges spread all across the area. And they performed various rituals at each of them. Summoning horrific devils, taking advantage of artifacts for gain, experimenting on those poor children. And there was always one constant on the rich, a mysterious drug called Gnosis. So this is all a lot to dig in. How'd you end up solving a place as messed up as this one? Ah, right. Like I said yesterday, the issue affected a number of countries. So they got together and organized a joint investigation. Each country's army, police force, and Bracer builds branches collaborate. Under the command of certain famous Bracer, they launched a large-scale operation to round up and suppress every one of the cult's lodges. From my small squad of 3, we are in charge of taking down a lodge located on the outskirts of Altair, located in western Calvard. It was there that guy rescued Tio, Plato, who was 8 years old at the time. Tio was emaciated and barely responsive. She was one of the lucky ones. After all, none of the other kids made it out alive. You know that Tio had to go through that was monstrous. There's even more horrific things happening to the kids on the other lodges. Why? Why are people like this allowed to exist? I feel like I'm going to be sick. Compared to the criminals we've dealt with, Dan Crossbow, these guys are completely different level of twisted. Yeah. At any rate, after that operation 6 years ago, Colt was completely wiped off the map. All of its zealots either committed suicide or suffered a psychotic breakdown and wasted away. Some have speculated that there were a few survivors. Rumor has it that the church and society exterminated the rest of them. The nightmare known as the D, therefore G cult, should finally have been over. Now these blue pills have appeared. There's a chance these pills are Gnosis. The cult uses it in their rituals. Right now, that's speculation. If this is a real deal, I'm afraid the nightmare of 6 years ago might have resurfaced in another one that will entangle itself in this conflict between these two mafias. Sounds like things couldn't get any worse. If this is all true, we have to do something. Couldn't agree more. Lloyd, one who killed your brother 3 years ago, is still alive. I know. No leads were found, and the case eventually went cold. Yeah, there weren't any witnesses either. After the guy transferred to the first, he only ever took cases by himself. It been speculated that the culprit was an intelligence agent, Maraboni of Calvard. I remember Ravash. Some tossed around the idea of a Jaeger Corps. Or terrorists of Cell being responsible. However, it's always been another possible culture. A remnant of the culture. Yeah, I'd say that possibility is even more likely. For me, this whole thing is starting to look more like trains to avenge my falls. So, sorry for the selfishness, but I'm going to be butting in from now on. Gee. No need to apologize, we love you. Trying to tell me you didn't butt in before now? Yeah, who can say? Anyway, I figured it's about time I told you. I founded the special sports section, but the one who first came up with the idea was Guy. What? That was Guy's idea? What about the SSS being created to oppose the guild's popularity? It's just something I've fed the top brass to get them to agree to. It's still alive. Guy told me something I know. Seems like Crossbow needs his strength to overcome its barriers. A place where young people can make mistakes, learn, grow, and combine their strengths. That was exactly what the police force needed. God. Damn, that brother of yours sure was something, Wood. That was the reason Tio joined the SSS too. Could be. I'm willing to bet she wanted more than anything. You're part of the group that carried on the guy as well. She's never said as much to me. I had no idea. Well, setting guy aside, I think our most urgent priority is stopping the damage these drugs have caused. And regarding Kia, it's possible that what happened to her is related to the cult somehow. This is me off to think about it. It does seem like, after all that talk about drugs being the cause of her amnesia. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm beginning to think that as well. Such is. You leave the investigation to us while you protect Kia here? We have to coordinate with the First Division. We'll need Need someone to stay behind and give us orders while we're in the field. Oh. That's true. Yeah, the way this case is shaping up, we're really gonna need someone calling the shots from back at base. I'm sorry, Chief. Yeah, you went out of your way to offer your help, but this is the key to it. Alright. Okay, fine. Listen up. Just like before, we'll be giving you guys any direct instructions. You have all the advice you want. I'll even take care of the counts for you. You're gonna make your own decisions and solve this case with your own will. So are you up for the challenge? Yes, sir. Understood. Sounds like we're gonna have our work cut out for us starting tomorrow. Are you sure you're okay, Jill? I was right here with Chief. Okay, if you don't feel it well enough to go. There's no need to worry. I was able to get quite a bit of rest. So I'm feeling much better than usual, actually. You feel a lot better than you did yesterday, that's for sure. So I was pretty surprised when Kia told me she wanted to sleep next to you last night. I just felt like I wanted to all of a sudden. Hey, Tio, did you sleep good? Of course. You can only imagine the reason I am in such pristine condition. It's because I spent so much time with you, Kia. Yay. Lifesaver, Keto. Indeed. It's as if she's our very own special pick-me-up. Oh, that reminds me. I want you to promise me this one thing, Tio. Something like yesterday happens. Please don't. I'll bottle it up. I'll only make it that much harder on yourself. I mean to be harsh. If you're about to collapse in the middle of a fight, we'd all be in trouble. Roger. I'll keep that in mind. I am a member of the Special Sports Section. I intend to stand on equal footing with the rest of them. So thank you. I'm lucky to have people like you who I can share my pain and burden with. Aw, Tio. Don't mention it. Yeah, you can count on us. Huh? Yeah, sorry to step in and ruin this little moment of yours. I had a question some of the citizens suspected of drug use this morning. Yes, sir, I wanted to confirm what we found in the First Division's report. And since we're busy anyway, we hope to take care of support requests as they come our way. Indeed, if we let this opportunity slip by, we might not have any time left to venture outside of the city. As of now, we want to look into that stockbroker in the residential district, and that errand boy from the state department. Finally, Arkansas's new cast member. They're all acting a bit of strange yesterday. You have time, we should check in with Ian, too. The two angels, this bad. It looks like the stockbroker is the same one from the First Division records. Seems like they don't know anything about the training company. Company manager just yet. That's good advice. Make it a priority. Stop by there. Dr. Gringer should be contacting us later with a drug transition. I'll do nothing. Hello, this is Lloyd Bennett. Lloyd, it's me, Pixton. Oh, hello, sir. It's a good time, actually. How's Gaines been home? Yeah, it's about that. He's, seemed to have disappeared again. What? You fill us in on the details? Of course, you see, Gaines really... Finally woke up late last night, but kept fading in and out of consciousness, so we decided to let him continue to sleep for the time being. Just to be safe, I stayed with him. Thinking I'd report back to you today. When I woke in the morning, Gaines was nowhere to be found. I see. Have you called the hotel or the casino? Yes, but I told that no one has seen him for quite some time. Lord, what should we do? For now, I think it would be best if you stayed at the hotel. If possible, that Gaines might come back. We're already going out to gather some information. So we'll make sure to keep an eye out for him. If something comes up, please don't hesitate to give us another call. Alright, thank you. You hear that right? Gaines disappeared again? Yeah, apparently he snuck out of the hotel this morning. Lies on the corridor. This is all more reason to check on the other individuals who have used the story. Man, I got a bad feeling about this. The situation might be escalating faster. The situation might be escalating faster than we anticipated. Don't worry about things here. Just go and see what you can find. Yes, sir. Have a good day. Normal staff enhancement. Okay. Oh. So we had to. Thanks for the report. Finish any more support for us. Let's see. Still a third class detective. I thought I'd be a little bit closer to second or first class by now. Okay, first up. Let us go. Oh, you're all here. Mr. We saw your support request and tell us about the details. And Mr. Fisher. Appreciate the feel help as always, old man. Tio, it's been too long. How have you been doing? Are you still in good health? I did not realize you'd be here, too. Additionally, it's only been a short period of time since you last saw me. Ha! Tio's relationship with Chief Robert seems awfully complicated, doesn't it? I apologize if we barged in the middle of your conversation. Are we interrupting you? And returning at a more convenient time if that's the case. No, there's no need to go worry about that. In fact, Roberts here is actually the one who brought the request up in the first place. Okay, I'm sure that's what I begged you to keep quiet about. Stay. This is not what you think, Tia. I swear. Promise there's nothing suspicious about this at all. Oh, well, we got a bit of a complex situation on our hands. Complex situation? How so? Imagine it's related to the request. Mind filling us in on the details. Right, I'll tell you everything. The request actually concerns the Foundation. I believe you're aware the Foundation has been collecting Teal's combat data for the level staff testing and crossbow, right? We're using Dio's data as a reference to continuously improve the level staff potency and efficiency. As a result of this data collection, we discovered a way to unlock new features on the staff. What exactly does unlocking new features entail? Telling us that Teotihuacan's gonna get some kind of sweet new ability. The function is for the staff. Many complex functions already lay dormant within staff scope. However, there are programs available that will allow me to safely utilize them. There's a strong possibility that a new program has already been in development. In fact, at least I believe this is to the purpose of the request. To keep it simple, it's related to new craft. Developed a new program that, once installed, will unlock a new skill with incredible power. Alright, checked out the materials listed. So it's going to become one heck of a beast. Kill the beast! Unfortunately, though, we can't activate the new function in the current stuff without putting Tio in harm's way. We need to improve the handle so she can get a better grip on it. So, will Tio be able to use this new function if upgrades are made to the staff? Sure will. There's a teensy bit of a problem now. Shipment carrying the program and the required parts has been delayed. There's a mistake on our end. We're going to have to wait another week. In fact, this is what the request is related to. Things overcome continue the way they have. We can't stand here and wait, so we wanted to give Tio a helping hand. Ah, so that's why the request. It's called Orbital Staff Enhancement. It all makes sense. A week-long debate is unfortunate. I'm not particularly irritated by it. I'm interested in testing out this new function as soon as possible, though. Tio's combat prowess can increase after the upgrade. It'd be a great help to our investigation. Chief Roberts, are you implying there's something you can do about the delayed shipment? Is there some alternative? I'm glad you asked, Lloyd. As a matter of fact, there is. Thanks to the documents received earlier, we were able to reconstruct the program needed for the upgrade on our end. Let's have to procure all the attachments to the old staff. That's where I can. Although repairs and mods are my forte. After looking over these documents, I can say the parts are yours once I gather materials. I see what you're saying. If we gather the materials for you, you'll be able to finish up the project. Hey guys, I'm going to pitch in and help for Tio's. Yes, I was thinking the same. No argument here? Are you sure? This may slow down our investigation. We're just gathering some materials. It's no biggie. Todd. I do that in my sleep by now. I agree with Randy. Much like Lloyd said, increasing the combat prowess sure to make our investigations go more smoothly. Yeah, there's really no reason not to do this. What do you think, Tio? Acceptable idea. I'll be relying on your assistance. Sounds like a plan. What materials are necessary to apply the modifications? It's a special material called team material. It might be kind of difficult to find. So, while we'll search for it. And by the way, I need one of them. Good luck in your search. Please speak with Quillau once you've gathered one. We'll proceed with our own preparations to modify the Orbital staff at the meantime. Thank you, Chief. I'll be relying on you. Shall we go then? Yeah. Let's go track this bad boy down. Place not really seeing much. This has been longing for one of those what's it called those. Yes, for you now, could you keep her company for me? I've been too busy with work, so she's been bored out of me. Maybe some other time. This business must be going pretty good. I keep picking it, bro. Yes, it is. The shopkeeper has. I've been you anymore. He seems edge around me. Also because I'm not ringing with her. I had to. Yes, she's the type of woman who relies on herself to keep things up. I guess I'm not going to have any more. And Wenzel and just checking the mail and I witnessed the report. I mean that the mafia had been on the premises. Why would the mafia go to CGF? Actually, I've been quite a few eyewitnesses leading up to this. I've been hearing a ton of rumors of the CGF. Amanda's in a cahoots with the mafia. Yeah, we're on the street. He's been bribed. And it's never really liked the guy to begin with. So as you can see, we can get Mishi, or I kind of look like Dr. Glenn now. Hey, want to buy some? Maybe throw on some free goodies. Here you go, one free bullet for you. It's really a child. We could get a mega duty. I need to go back in here and talk to her. I'll begin the prep. It'd be a large scale update, which means simply unpacking the components will take a good time. People will begin to think that you're employed here if you stand in the counter for doing the chief. Anonymously, I'm sorry, too. I can't help this place is dark for my old eyes. Need to give them a break every once in a while, too. I apologize. Natural. Special material you'll need is called cheap material. It's a bit of a rare one, or so I've heard. We continue prepping things on our end, so give us a shout. You get everything you need. This is team material. Ah. That's where it is. I have to do a bit more of a story. Let's see. You go to the entertainment district. Those 5 Misha dolls that are needed. because that was quite a big chunk. Oh. Another flush. Right. This is a problem with gambling. cool. That. Okay, now it's time to mop up. So you gotta travel. Since I'm here. Leave the one up in the ancient battlefield. Over here. Yep. Exterminate. Oh. The technique described here reminds me of Randy and Tio's job. Oh yeah, it totally does. Very kind of hard to get it. Hey, but want to give it a whirl, Tio Tot? Yes, we should test it. Okay. Cool. Well, heading back to town the best way I know how. Not quite the best way I know how, but fairly decent way. No way! It's actually something I want to get here. Apparently there's a monster on the East Crossville Highway. That I do not have the full data from. It's one of those skinny things. Apparently. Yep. We'll be on the lookout for those. Oh no, this isn't that. East Crossville Highway. Here's the East Crossville Highway. Oh. There's a couple of chests here that I didn't open. Good to see my Sorry, no returns, exchanges, or just credit. Heavens, all right, yeah. Let's see if we have these. Yep. Yeah. Gosh darn, where is this? East Crossbell Farticus. Let's see what. Lovely should be 16. I'll go back into town if I. Burger bugs. Some burger bugs. Oh, there's another place to fish. Make sure we got all the chests along here. I have not seen ever the Spartacus that they talk about on this path. So, after that, it's time to read. A month later, a private room at a Marriott General Hospital Children's Ward. The sound of a violin drifted out of Hugo's room. Both his hands had reverted to their far more tender softness, and then naturally Hugh had been restored. Not a trace of the unnatural green luster remained. However, sensation had not quite returned to Hugh's fingertips, making the task of deftly wielding a violin bow difficult for even one of Hugo's natural talent. Despite this, he simply could not wait any longer to return to his beloved music, after being deprived of it for so long. His parents were visiting that day, and he tried to play an advanced song at his usual level for them. The only sounds the violin gave off were a series of shrill screeches. His parents, forced smiles on their faces, encouraged him, but Hugo didn't seem to mind one bit. A genius such as myself need to try some avant-garde pieces every once in a while, said with a cheeky grin, causing his parents to laugh. He could play violin once again. That was more than enough for him, and he couldn't help but be ecstatic for that fact alone. He continued to play his strange, experimental piece, and the three of them laughed together. The sounds of the small concert drifted up to Glenn as he stood on the rooftop and looked down on the city once more. He'd been stopping by the hospital ever so often to observe Hugo's post-operation recovery. After finishing his regular medical examination, he'd taken a liking for going up to the rooftop, lean on a railing, gaze down on the city streets, and feel the breeze on his face. The sights on the roof seemed different to him now. The sights and sounds a little bit more warm and inviting. He still preferred the familiarity of the dingy streets he'd become accustomed to. But this part of the city was nice in its own way. On this particular day, Rufus and Sherry had joined up on the roof. "And are you listening?" Rufus questioned him. He and several others at the hospital spent the last month trying to recruit Glenn. Don't you think it would be best for everyone if you worked here? There had been an especially strong push to hire Glenn from medical specialists that had seen his surgical skills firsthand. They considered it a regrettable waste for a man of his obvious skill to live in obscurity in the downtown district. He invented an entirely new surgical procedure to reverse crystallization. Rufus told them as they gazed down upon the city streets. "You could make a name for yourself here, as a respectable doctor. However, just like every vampire." Glenn's answer was a stubborn no. "There are many people that come to my clinic downtown," he explained. "They depend on me, and I don't intend to leave them now. I'm not just some back alley doctor. But I'm their back alley doctor, you know?" Glenn said with a grin. "I see. Pity then." Rufus replied, a small smile flickering across his face. Sherry checked her watch and let out a small gasp. "Ah, Doctor, isn't it almost time for your rounds?" Rufus nodded and turned to leave, but looked back at Glenn before he left. "Then continue living as a back alley doctor," he said. "Just to be sure, you can proudly tell Katerina when you next see her. The path you chose was one you didn't regret." With this, Rufus left. Such a harsh type of encouragement from his old friend brought a red smirk to Glenn's face. "I need you to tell me that." Glenn and Sherry were left alone on the rooftop. There was an awkward silence between the two, made all the more apparent by the occasional screeches of Hugo's violin drifting out of his window. Silence continued until Glenn, unable to bear it any further, Leslie turned and began heading to the exit. Before he could make his escape, however, Sherry let out a small and stopped in an instant. "Dr. Glenn, I just wanted to thank you so much for everything you've done," she said. "I feel like I finally understand why my sister chose you. After a decade of being repaid with a gun to his back, hearing such a formal, heartfelt thanks. Coming from the same direction. Through Glenn Offerman. There's no need for that, he responded. His voice soft, more sincere than normal. Because of you, I was able to understand. I was Katerina. I guess I'm the one who should be thanking you. She was surprised by the sudden shift in attitude. Think about it. He told me that he didn't take payment for the surgery, Doctor. Recognition for his miraculous surgery. The hospital had offered him a payment of Mira. Though there were laws that restricted the amount they could give him. There's still an incredible amount of Mira, some of Mira to the average person. Then turned it down, however, telling them to spend it on Hugo's post-op expenses. Well, I don't want to accept their chump change, said Glenn, turning to his usual drink. But I guess once that Brad's well enough to get on stage again, I'll have him send me free tickets to all his concerts. Oh, the infamous back alley Dr. Glenn attended a fancy violin concert. Brought a smile to Sherry's face. Doctor, do you remember when I first visited you? Sherry asked. I said this wasn't a job for the hospital. It was a personal request. So if you aren't interested in the hospital's payment, perhaps I could pay you. Personally. But suddenly, flustered, Glenn turned around only to find Sherry standing there giggling, a mischievous smile on her face. Glenn beat red and a tiny bit miffed at being the victim of such a prank. Sherry quickly retreated from the hospital. Sherry, now alone on the landing bench, she looked up to the sky. He's a wonderful person, Katerina. As a soft breeze fluttered by, he made a few harmonious notes from the violin. Drifted up to his ears. She almost felt like she could hear her sister laugh. And that was the end of Back Alley Dr. Glenn. And now go down here. And we save the data. And then I get to bid you guys